Hello, welcome back to the garden. Well, it's been a mild week, pretty pleasant to be outside. Maybe a bit overcast, we could do with a bit more sunshine, but we better not complain. It's been a good week for roses as well. Just look at these. They're coming out, they're enjoying the heat, and these ones providing perfume as well as the beautiful blooms. This one's called Desdemona. A few things to bear in mind if you want to keep your roses blooming all summer, which most of us do. One is you can't do it with all roses. There's one over there which is called Rambling Rector. It produces these lovely clusters of white flowers and really strong perfume, and I mean that. You can smell it all over the garden. But once the blooms are over, that's it. It won't flower again this summer. It won't flower again until next year. But that isn't the case with the climber beside it, which is called New Dawn, and isn't the case with this rose either, provided that you remember to deadhead. It's really important to do that. That's how you will produce more and more flowers. And it is just as it sounds, it's removing the dead blooms. You'll see here, this one has gone over and the rose is starting to put energy into producing seeds, a kind of a fruit, I suppose, a rose hip. But if you remove those, then the rose will put more and more energy into producing more blooms. So it's just a case of looking at them. If you see something like that, just snip it off. So with roses and many of the flowering plants you're going to have in your containers and your baskets at this time of year, taking those deadheads off will promote more flowering. But doing that to these lupins, it isn't really going to produce many more flowers, but it's still worth doing because this lupin is putting loads of energy into producing seeds and it's actually weakening itself by doing that. So those heads need to come off. One other good reason to deadhead is to keep plants that will self-seed under a bit of control. This is called Alchemilla mollis or lady's mandala. It produces this lovely lime green flower, but once it's over, it will seed itself around absolutely everywhere. So if you don't want tons of it in the garden, then once you see the flowers on the turn, cut them off.